Share your screen with your audience. Okay. I'm here. Anybody else there? Hello. Goodness me. Oh, look at my hair. Oh, my hair's all over the place. No one's there. Okay, I'm packing up. I'm going home. Is that it? Is that it for the night? I'm going. Oh no, I've got the wrong glasses on. Hang on a minute. Let me change the glasses over. Oh my word. There's always, I can't see a bloody thing now. Good evening, Ian. How are you, my friend? Hang on a minute. I've got to wipe my glasses. Oh, it's going well. It's just you and me tonight, Ian. So that's going to be a bloody long, boring conversation. I can't. Someone else has joined, but I can't read it because I've got my glasses on yet. Oh, hang on. Let me have a look. Here we go. Patrick Brooks. Good evening, sir. I'm fine. My glasses get that. Yeah, it's a problem, isn't it? But the other glasses, these are bad enough with the glare, but the other ones, oh dear, terrible. The opticians were supposed to have given me some better ones, but I'm not 100% sure they have. Am I presentable? Do I look all right? I've got my necklace on. Look, I've got my necklace on. That's in the wrong place. Ian and Patrick, what's going on? Wine glasses are better. But I've got this. I've got a beer glass. I think people have forgotten it's on tonight. We've done a minute already. So it's Patrick and Ian and Kevin's show tonight. That's it. I was just about to say Cynthia is not even here, and she's the moderator. Good evening, Andrew. Evening, Bernie. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes, it's Sunday night. It's 8 o'clock, and it's the first Sunday of February. Where did January go? Oh my gosh! I had a lovely bath earlier on. The steam got into my hair. It was all lovely to start off with. Good evening, Anne, from Fernhurst, just down the road from me. Lynn B's here. Barry Stevens. Good evening, Barry. Andrea Patrick. But yes, everybody, look, they're flooding in. Barry Stevens, good evening. Watching you from the London Underground train. Barry, that's great. Tell everybody around you that Kevin's Rambles is on. Tell them to join in. Would that be great? If we could actually do that, Barry could actually announce to everybody that's got laptops and phones that Kevin's Rambles is live on YouTube. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could do that? Oh my gosh. Clearly, Lynn, Barry's very clever. I was chased by a pheasant yesterday up there. Andrew, only you could get chased by a pheasant. Oh my word. Oh, brilliant. Oh, Barry's on the overground line. I got you. YouTube broadcast into the tube. That's a good one. I think that's brilliant. Barry, we need you to spread the word of everybody that's in the train, or the overground tube train, whatever it is. Tell everybody. I've just heard the news. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. If Barry does spread the word to all the commuters, no, not commuters on a Sunday. What am I talking about? The viewers should go from, what is it now, 15 to about 1,000 in no time. Andrew is the new. Oh no, I can't say that. I'll get into trouble. Oh dear, I've got to be careful. Don't feed me lines like that, Ian, because I'm going to say something I'm going to regret. Oh my word. What's Bernie saying? Mill Hill East, yes, Northern Line service now, yeah. I had to stand in a fall to get. You sure you didn't fall in it, Andrew? It did trip up when I was trying to fend it off, and it started to bleed. I hope you filmed it, Andrew, because that's what you should have done. Good evening, Ernie. Thank you very much for joining the Kevin's Rambles Waffle. I think that's what we're going to call it now, the Kevin's Rambles Waffle. Oh dear. Andrew, we're going to have to now. I've got a little story. Steve Musco and I played golf at Cowdrey Park in Midhurst years and years ago, and there was a pheasant in front of the fourth tee, and it's 20, 30 yards long. Good evening, Andrew. And I said to Steve, aren't you going to shoo that pheasant away? And he said, no, give me some credit. I'll get over that. No, he didn't. He hit the golf ball straight into the side of the pheasant. And now every time we see a pheasant on a golf course or somewhere, I keep saying, hey, Steve, they're coming back to get you. Brilliant. Evening, Tracy. Yeah, look at that. Everybody's joining tonight. It's fantastic. I sent out 500 invites earlier on. I don't know. This thing popped up to create an event, and it just gave me this list of all the people that I know or whatever. And I started to go through it, clicking on them. I thought, I'll blow this. I just clicked on all. It said 500 have been sent out. Oh dear, that should be quite interesting. I won't bring up any subjects, topics, or anything. Not that I've got much to talk about, really. A little bit later on. What are we in now? We're in 6 minutes in. I'll wait until about 20 past, and then I will start bringing things in. What's Andrew? Andrew said, I was frightened. Oh, Andrew, man up. You're 27. Oh, no, are you 28 now? It's a bird. It won't hurt you. If you try to go down and grab hold of it, it'll peck you. But honestly, it's more frightened of you than you than you of it. Well, it should be that way round. Oh my word! Unfortunately, Bonnie is doing a lot. Yes, she is, Andrew. And I did get a lovely message from her earlier on. I have a phobia, so I know how it's better. Oh, yeah. And Claire Leach is not joining me tonight. She's watching. What do you call it? About the nurses on. That's gone through the years. I don't know what year they're up to now. Probably 2052 or something. It's been on for donkey's years. Now, my dad joked that it is only a bird that I've pulled. That's Jean. Good evening, Jean. No, I agree with this. Swans are scary if you, especially if they're on a nest, and geese as well. If you scare them, then yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. Call a midwife. Oh, 1969. Oh God, they could be going for donkey's years, couldn't they? It'd be a longer running than Coronation Street. So Claire's decided that's more important than joining here tonight. I'm keeping an eye out to see if two unknown names pop up, which they said they were going to. I don't believe they will. Yes, you're right, Bernie. Yeah, birds are nothing but trouble, Andrew. Yeah, Ian, you're right there, mate. Yeah. There's two people that might be popping up, and I don't know whether they're going to come in under false names, but we'll wait and see. I don't think they'll join, and I'm not going to say anything until such times as I'm sure. Who are these people? And that's unusual for me, Lynn. I'm often being told off by Cynthia for saying the wrong things at the wrong time or about the wrong thing. They may already be. That's true. That is true. Clive Waterfall, good evening, Clive. Evening, everyone. I've been in solitary confinement since testing COVID positive last Tuesday. Oh, no. Following a mini spread family event last Saturday. Mild symptoms, no worse than a mild cold, luckily. I'm glad about that, Clive, because I know one or two people that have had it, this current one that's going around, and they've been pretty poorly for 3 or 4 days. So yeah, it affects everybody differently, of course. Mr. Close is in the house. good evening. I've made a career out of it. Tactlessness in an art form. Yes, Robert, we are very aware of what you've said in the past, and I didn't even know that you joined. I do apologise. Whether that's your first comment or not, I don't know. Just to let you know, I'll be coming over for the walk at the end of the month. The one being led by Mark English. Oh, haven't you heard? It's been cancelled, Andrew. It's been cancelled. It was cancelled today. I can't drag that out, can I? Good evening, Mark. Nice of you to join us. No, it's not been cancelled. I was jesting. I was being silly. Kathy B has been okay, as has most of the week downstairs. Well, quite prankster. Thank you. Yes. Leave me, Ron. Don't believe a word of it. Nobody ever believes me, Andrew. It's quite sad, really. But yeah, if I said I was suffering from an ocular migraine this evening, would anybody believe that? Cancel. I was planning on coming. That's why we cancelled it, Rob. As soon as I found out today that you were coming down, I said, "That's it. We're cancelling it." Yeah. No, it's not been cancelled. It's still going ahead. As Andrew said just now, which I was saving up, Andrew, to announce in my announcements later on, but you've already done it for me. So there's Elaine there as well. I haven't seen Elaine come in. I know Ron's there. What's Lynn B done now? I don't think we will be there. What? Oh, well, I've definitely got to cancel it then. Come on, Lynn, we need to know, why are you not going to be there? And it's got to be a good reason. I won't accept anything unless it's really important. Sadly, it's probably going to be a walk that I can't do, but I'll be looking carefully at the details in the case. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Elaine. Good evening, Elaine. Sorry, I'm not. I didn't. It's just I haven't seen your name come up anywhere. So we've got 23 viewing. Okay, let's go on to the walk at the end of the month. I'm bound to get the details wrong. So it's the 24th of February. So, Jean's saying, D for Bricks, good evening, D for Bricks, Daniel. Impossible to get to by public transport, sadly. Can you not twist Bonnie's arm and get Bonnie and Dave to come along, and then they can bring you? Perfect answer there. So it's 24th of February. The details are up on my group, Chemist Rambles group. Usual thing, meet at 10:30 for an 11 o'clock start. It's being hosted by no other than himself, Mr. Mark English. Bonnie and Lauren to herself. Yeah. Steady, she might have offered. So all the details are there. Cynthia's posted that up today. And there is a pub. It's not going to be a group where we book everybody's meals. I think Cynthia's put details up about there are other pubs in the area. So yes, you need to get, if you want to have a meal after the walk, that's up to you, but you have to book that separately for your own for yourselves. So Cynthia, is there anything else I need to say about that? Perhaps you can fill in any details that need to be mentioned. Lynn says, I messaged Mark and there were no roads. There are roads and road walks. He said he will get back to me, but I don't know. We are gutted. That is an issue for you, Lynn. You're a bit worried about Kyle on the side of a road. Unfortunately, there were two walks, which Mark gave us the option of two walks. We chose the one that was slightly longer, but I think in relation to both walks, I think they both involved a certain amount of road walking. Now, staying on subject of Mark, what we've done is we've asked him to come up with 3-4 walks that he will host, and we will spread them out through the year as and when he lets us know what they are, and we will be adding them to the calendar so that people can make notes of those. We have, I think I'm right in saying, again, Cynthia will correct me on this, we've got probably 5 months booked already out of the next 6. Good evening, Kerry. Thanks very much for joining in. As I say, Cynthia will correct me if I'm wrong. Linby, if there are any lanes and not busy roads, can Kai not be on a lead? Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good point. So we're pretty sure about that. Possibly 5 out of the next 6 months we've got already booked. Jean is going to be leading one. We'll get the details from her as and when, and then we can let everybody know about that. Again, Jean, if you come up with any other walks that you think would be good for a group walk, then that would be great. Steve's back from his holidays tomorrow, I think. So as soon as he gets back, we will be chatting with him. We've got an idea of a walk, which again can be a longer walk or a shorter walk. There is plenty of parking where we're thinking about. And so we should be able to create 2 walks. One will be a much longer walk. And then there will be a shorter walk for those that can't go and up that way. So we'll keep you updated about that, or Cynthia will, via the Kevin's Rambles group page. Yeah, whatever. What's Cynthia saying? We have several locations on the list, and as soon as Steve is back, we will get together and finalise the dates. Yeah, that's exactly right. Jean is saying maybe Washington or Sullington. Jean, come up with a plan of a walk. Let Cynthia or I know. Cynthia's the one that deals with it all. I just sit back and let them do the work, and I'll just turn up. Limby, I think the one is the A29. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed. We already know Andrew's coming over in July. I believe Rob is coming down for that as well. I did see Rob put a comment up just now about any railway stations nearby. Rob, I don't know. The best person to ask about that is probably Mark, as he's from that area. Oh, good evening, Sue. Hello, Sue's in the house with us. In the house. She's joined in. Let's put it that way, which is lovely to see. Thank you, Sue. Arundel Walk, 24th of March, possible. Well, we don't know yet, Jean. Give all the details. Don't put the details up on there yet, because it might get confusing. If you can let Cynthia have all those details, and then we can fill in the different months as we go along. If can pop down, I'm sure there's a lift available from someone. Hint dropping alerts. Yeah, quite possibly, Rob. Drop the hints in the right direction. That's what you've got to do. I know that sometime in the next month, 2 months, whatever it might be, there is Sue does want to come down again for another walk, but until my situation changes here and things are resolved here, then really she can't come down, which is a shame. But Sue and I are in regular contact with each other, and we've discussed this quite a few times. She was hoping to have come down last month. That didn't happen, of course, for obvious reasons, and the same this month is going to be a bit of a no-no. But the idea is that what I'm going to do is, again, once my situation is resolved here, family-wise, I am going to have some time away, which I need, and I'm going to go up and spend a few days up with Sue. I think Sue and I have got one or two ideas of where we might go for a walk. I know one is involving a church with a funny spire. Anybody can come up with the answer to the name of the church. It's not a competition. I know where it is. Sue will probably remember where it is. But yeah, but it's got a funny spire. Now, we've got 23 people watching. There could be 23 people in the list there. Jean's straight in there. Very well done. I expect she just Googled it. Church with a funny spire. Yeah, it's got a crooked spire, Sue. That's right. Yeah. That was something that Sue suggested quite some time ago, and hopefully we will go and do that. That'd be great. So that'd be good. Oh, Jean's got a friend that lives. Jean's got friends everywhere. They're all over the country. So that'd be great. If I've missed anybody joining, I do apologise. Now, the two people I was on about that might be in the background there is a very good friend of mine, Louise, and her son, Ethan. They said to me yesterday that they were going to come in at 8 o'clock, and they were threatening all different things. And if they are there, please make a comment, sensible comment, nothing rude. We don't allow that. Nothing political. We don't allow that in the group. So we don't want that. Thank you. But then again, Louise is a very shy and retiring person. Cynthia knows Lou. She knows what Lou's like. She's a lovely lady. Yes, please. Thumbs up. Thank you. Good evening, Roy. Thanks very much for coming in and joining us. There's a lot of things going on. Everybody's been very good tonight, I have to say. I keep watching for Mr. Crowser to come in with some comment, but he's a good boy nowadays, I think. So let's have a look. Who's saying what to whom? Some of my apple trees are so big I have to climb into them. You haven't got any apple trees in your garden, have you? Or are you on about the ones you go out to? Oh, Jane, actually, does your friend live in the church? That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? They could give me a guided tour. What's Jane saying? I like this pruning thread running under the radar. Jean, have you been keeping up with Ian's posts on Facebook and things like that? Oh no, she's related to the Waltons. Good night, John boy. Good night, Papa. Yeah. So Cynthia's been very good. She's not corrected me on anything so far. So that means that all the information I've given to you is right. Now that's a first. That's got to be a first. Ian, I saw the first comment. Clients' trees. I saw it. Yeah. No, I'm saying nothing. If affected, switch over. Yeah. Don't know where to switch over to, Rob. Prunes, even. Prunes. They're good for well, you know what? They're nice. They're nice on porridge. I like them. I like prunes with porridge. They're nice. Anyway, next Wednesday the 7th, I think, of February is the Village Hall with Bernie. Bernie will be hosting it on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So if you can join Bernie then, that'd be great. Tea and coffee and biscuits will be served at the entrance as you go in, and a £5 donation would be appreciated. Thank you very much. Now, for those who were on the walk last Sunday, what a brilliant, what a brilliant turnout for the first Kevin's Rambles walk of the year. 23 people. I was humbled. I really was humbled that that many people turned up. Oh, Angela, she's always late, but she never gives a good reason. You have to get in. Cynthia, where's that book that we put the names in for people that are late or don't turn up? I was It was brilliant because there was 4 new people on the walk last week. Marilyn and Jenny, mum and daughter, and then husband and wife, Gordon and Liz. And by all accounts, everybody had a fantastic time. It's amazing how when you give details for a car park, that everybody bar, I think Lynn and Rich had to park in the top car park. There's one person that managed to park in the furthest away car park from where the start point was, and that was lovely Angela. My phone was ringing, then Cynthia's phone started ringing, and we're looking at this number thinking, who the hell is that? But we looked at our phones, both ringing, so it was obviously something that was important to get hold of us. Yes, but Angela managed to park in the car park right down the bottom. It was, oh, bless her. But yeah, fantastic. 23 people, as I say, the 4 new people, and I think by what's being suggested is that they will be coming again. Whether they'll come in February or not, I don't know. It might be a little bit too far out for them. But incredible. I was not expecting that at all. I thought perhaps 12, 13 people, 14 people. And yeah, incredible. 23 people. And the walk couldn't have been better. The weather, again, was lovely. We're so blessed with the weather on the walks. I think, again, and I've said this so many times, I think in the 2 years, I think it's 2 years that I've been doing the walks, I think we've only ever cancelled one. We've got wet on a couple. One, as I was reminded last week, the canal walk was a little bit different. But again, everybody turned up on that day to do the walk. The weather was appalling. But as everybody said that hadn't been there before, they loved the views. The Temple of the Winds, everybody enjoyed that. The walk was great, very little mud that we had to walk through. We've managed to get most people to the trig point. And anybody that saw my video today will see that as we walked away from it, I said, and we've just left the Temple of the Winds. And I went, oh no, I haven't. We haven't got there yet. But it was great. Again, everybody was chatting to each other. There was a hell of a lot of laughter going on. And it was great. What a fantastic turnout. And I really did appreciate it. It was really good. I think, Jean, did you get to get a meal? I know Bonnie and Dave was keen to get you to a toilet and to feed you. So hopefully you got to a pub. I think Tracy and Andrew and Ron and Elaine were at the pub in Midhurst, I think. We managed to get into a pub outside of Hazelmere, going towards Milford. We managed to get into a pub called the Dog and Pheasant. The place was rammed, but we managed to get in there, which was lovely. So yeah, it was great, fantastic day. What's Bernie saying? Let me just try and catch up. Just notice those wires by the wall. Is that where you plug yourself into this lot? This is where my TV normally hangs, Bernie. But that's been taken down and put into my spare room for somebody else to watch. So, but I can't take those cables out because they run these things. They are massively long, and they run all the way from there down through the cavity of the wall in a stud wall, along the bottom, and then they come out behind this lot, behind the computer. I don't know what they are, 3 meters long or something. So as this extension was being built, my nephew did all the wiring. So all the wiring is running through the stud wall, the stud work, rather than all along the top. So yeah. Oh, let me try and catch. So no, we thought the Royal Oak was too crowded and just had Chris and the drink. Oh, okay. Oh, that's such a shame. And that is the problem, Gene. The Royal Oak gets very, very busy, and I'm assuming the Greyhound might have been the same. It usually is. Still not had time to sort the old Facebook out as work and friends sort. Oh yeah, difficult. I don't know. Clive, Kevin's Rambles walks are great if you're for camera shy, though. Best to wear a balaclava. Yeah, there's no good being. Clive, you're absolutely right. It's no good being camera shy on my walks because there's everybody taking photographs. I'm filming, Mark's filming, Andrew's filming. It's yeah, you can't be camera shy. No food at the Greyhound as the tables are fully. But yeah, that's the problem. We were so lucky to get it. We actually had to sit in the bar, but there was one table right down near. It was, and they had a log fire going, and it was so warm. It was so warm to get in there. We went to the bricklayers in Midhurst and saw someone who was the birthday boy and looked absolutely wasted. Again, Andrew, that does not surprise me in Midhurst. That happens quite a lot. Good to know. I'll accept your friend's request. Yeah, poor old Ian was hacked, so he's had to stop using his old account or the account he was using. So he's then gone back to an old account and he's been sending out friends requests. And obviously, quite rightly, people were a bit nervous about it because they didn't know whether they were genuine invitations or not, or whether they were going to click onto it and then get hacked themselves. So it's always difficult. But Ian's latest one is the friends request is spot on. Tracy Murphy, plus 2 dogs driving a Land Rover. What? Now that would surprise me in Midhurst. Oh dear. Yeah. I should have done this on April Fool's Day, as everyone is scared. Yeah, you should have done it. You missed out there, didn't you? Missed out. You really did. Now, I've noticed that the thumbs ups aren't very good, people. Let's get in thumbs up going. Nothing surprises me. You're absolutely right. You only have to be here for about a week, and then you know what's going on everywhere. It was a Land Rover, but that was parked up and 2 dogs sitting in the driver's seat. Right. Okay. Yeah. There's 28 on there now. I've just noticed that I'm watching. Louise, Ethan, if you're there, say something. Just say hello, good evening, or whatever. You don't have to be involved with everything. I don't know whether Sue's still there or not. I hope she is. As I said just now, I will be hopefully getting Sue to come down. The plan is for me to go up, spend a few days up there, and then possibly come back on a Thursday, which is what I did before when Sue came down. And so I brought her down with me, and then she caught a train back the following Monday. Is that what they call it, Madhurst? Not quite. Madhurst is like almost like a carnival type thing that goes on in Midhurst every year. Started a few years ago, but yeah. I've not eaten in there, Tracy, but I understand the food is very good. There's also a pub, for any future reference, there's a pub in what they call the Square in Midhurst, is the Swan. That evidently does lovely meals as well. There's the Half Moon on the 272 going out of Midhurst. I don't know what the meals are like there. Just retrieving my glasses. Sue's got a lovely little puppy called Fig, and it's a cockapoo, and it's black. And it's a very naughty dog because Sue sent away for some socks for me for my birthday and Christmas. Good, and Ethan's there. He's been sitting in the background waiting. Good evening, Ethan. Thank you very much, my friend, for joining in. I hope you stay. I hope you stay. Is your mum shy? Ever had a Sunday roast at the Duke of Cumberland Arms? I wish people wouldn't call it the Arms at Henley near Midhurst. I gather they're really good. You carve the joint at your table, but it comes at price. Very expensive, so I understand, Clive. I know the pub is traditionally going back 100 years or so. It was called the Duke of Cumberland Arms. I used to live at Henley Common with my family. We always knew it as the Duke or as the Duke of Cumberland. And my parents, when I was little, with my brother, we used to walk out through the woods and we would sit outside with a packet of crisps and a bottle of Coke, glass bottles, because you've got the stream that runs through the garden, which is lovely. But I could tell you a few stories about, and I will tell you one day, they're quite long. One was about a friend, very quickly, we've been out golfing and some went horse racing. A friend of mine decided it'd be a good idea to go around the back of the pub into the trout ponds and get in the pond and catch the trout. That is absolutely true. His name was Mick Morey. And when I left school, I worked for a company called Eastman and White as an apprentice painter and decorator. And I was put under Mick's so-called protective arm. Not very protective, I can tell you, but a brilliant decorator. And Mick's just turned 80, so he's 10 years older than me. So yeah, Duke, I do know the Duke very well, Clive. But yes, you do pay a price for it, and yes, and it is carved at the table for you. So I understand the food's very, very good, but yeah, price. Going back to my socks. The delivery man dropped the parcel over the gate in Sue's place. And unbeknown to them, the little gate that separates the garden from the big gate was open. Sue was sitting in her conservatory, I think, and she said to her husband, "Phil, what's Fig got?" And it turned out to be the parcel delivered with my walking socks in, and the parcel had been ripped open by Fig and was running around the garden with my socks. So my socks didn't get delivered to me. They did get washed, but Phil's wearing them now. So little Fig had a great time. But yeah. Anyway, let's have a look. Lynn's very kindly said hello to Ethan. Ian's saying, "Be afraid." Yeah, absolutely. I think we're all now very nervous of Ian. It should be, absolutely. Ian's a scary guy. Yeah, it's one of the things that I've got a complaint about Ian is he gave Cynthia and I some compost and manure for our allotment, but what he didn't tell us was he also gave us all the weeds that came with it. And I mean, there was masses of weeds. So next time we're going to go down to his field and we're going to do something down there. Don't know what, but we will. Ethan will probably disappear because I think Ethan's doing Oh, hang on, I'm trying to think. Ethan, what is it you're doing for college? Is it is it an essay or something? If you're still there. Ethan is one of four children. He's got three sisters. The poor boy. And Ethan's the youngest, and he's 18. He's about 26 foot tall, built like this, but a nice lad, very nice lad. And in fact, the whole family is very nice. I think Lenny is my favourite, the dog. Lovely little dog. It's a oh, I've forgotten what it is. It's a, what is it? Ethan, what's your breed of dog? I've forgotten. What's Lenny? Golden Labrador. No, Labrador? Is it a Labrador? I don't know. Somebody will tell me. Come on, Louise, where are you? Hi, it's Lou. They're both in the house on Ethan's account. What's your breed of dog? I've forgotten what Lenny is. Golden Labrador. Yes, that's it. Yeah, lovely dog. Lovely dog. Kevin, I will put some of Richard Suggett Sharks. Yeah, thanks. Louise and Ethan, Lynn's got a dog called Kai. Kai loves mud. And it's a Cocker Spaniel, Springer Spaniel, one of the two. But if you come on a walk with us and there's a puddle, Springer Spaniel. Similar. But Kai just loves to get in there. A bit like Lenny, I think. I think Louise has to hose Lenny off a few times down the bottom of the garden. Andrew, you like anything. Anything from a river that you can fall in to a pheasant that chases you. Oh dear. It's comedy of errors with Andrew. And I thought last week you were going to fall over when you were walking on those tree stumps because they can get very slippery. And I just thought he's going to go over at any minute. But no, you managed to stay on your feet, which makes a change. Rob, you're absolutely right. Well, he's not out on his own, is he? He's with us. He's with the Kevin's Rambles group, the walking group. And we always take care of him, especially when he fell in that river that day. We all just kept walking. And all he was worried about was his phone. Oh, dear. Yeah. But it's the only person I've ever seen fall in a river that's only wet on his back and not on his front. Luckily, it was a really hot day and he could dry out quite quickly. But that was... And the shame of it is, both Lynn and I had stopped filming, and we were actually filming the river, stopped as he fell in, so we didn't get it. Yes, you're quite right, Jean. Andrew climbs trees as well. And the other day on Blackdown, I was just waiting for that thud as he fell out of it. But oh dear. Did you claim on your insurance, Andrew? I bet the other one's still working. If it is, I hope you gave it to your mum. But we had a visitor today, actually, down here. We had a visitor from Louise. She came down to visit us down here. Drunk all my tea. I've got no tea bags left now. So when I go to bed tonight, all I'm going to have is a cup of water, warm water. Pardon me. The walks wouldn't be the same without a moment of movie. No, you're quite... I'm not sure about that. No, it's a biscuit-free house. You could have had a packet of the crisps that are in the cupboard, and they're not mine. I hasten to add. Ian, I think it's a good job. Everybody's got a good sense of humour in my group for the walks, because we do have so. And Louise is on about coming actually on the next walk. Louise, the next walk is the 24th of February. It's somewhere near Dorking. So if you're interested, we're meeting at 10:30 for an 11 o'clock start. Oh, Louise, you're going to make the hobnobs? Yeah. Okay. Lou, we'll get the details. I know you don't use Facebook. I don't think, and I don't think you're part of the Kevin's Rambles group on there. But otherwise, we'll get the details to you via WhatsApp. Oh, I don't know, Angela. Cynthia's there somewhere. She'll tell me if I'm wrong. It's the Sunday anyway, the last Sunday of this month. Hang on a minute. Let me have a look at my. Bear with. The phone's coming out for the calendar. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute, because I can't do this thing very quick. Someone. Oh, it's. See, I told you. I can't even do that quick enough. 25th. Thank you. I was just testing to see everybody was paying attention. Well done. If anybody hasn't clicked the like button, click the like button. We've got 17 likes at the moment and 28 people watching. I don't know how Louise and Ethan's going to click one each. They're going to do it once. Somewhere near Dorking is a good place to start, but it could be closer to Horsham. It's on the. Is it okay? It says. I think it says Dorking on the details. Oh, I'm not going to get my phone out again. Cynthia, fill in the details. Chocolate hobnobs. When are you making these, Lou? Because I'm down at James's place tomorrow doing some decorating. And if I time it about right, I could always pop up, have another cup of tea and a chocolate. Yes, I know it's tomorrow. What time? It's got a Dorking postcode, that's true. Oh, I see. Correct. What has Jean said? Midway between Dorking and Horsham. It's closer to Dorking than Horsham. That's what I reckon anyway. That's a mystery, she says. Yeah. I bet it is. Yeah. And you won't tell me at all, I know. Horsham has a station, correct? It has, Rob, yes. It's called a police station. And there's a one-way ticket ready for you. So you get... Oh, all right, Jean. Yes, all right. I'm always wrong, you see. Ethan and Lou, if you come on these chats again, you'll find out that I'm always being corrected. Or if you come, Louise, if you come on a walk, you will find that I'm being corrected by somebody. It's usually Cynthia correcting me about something, or Steve, actually. So I'm just cannon fodder for all these people. It's very well. We try our best. All I do is waffle, and you know, Louise, that I hate to talk. I hate to talk. But in the middle of nowhere, station and bus stop wise. Oh, blimey. I'll have to get a Kevin's Rambles coach started soon. It's called Ian McCoggan. Horsham might be an appropriate place for me should I come down. Limby, we've just gone past the Temple of the Winds. We've just gone past the Temple of... What, you're watching the video as well at the same time? Bonnie's here. Good evening, Bonnie. What else we got here? Great idea, coach on me. Not really. Who's going to pay for it? That's what I want to. I'll get a coach. You all pay for it. I don't mind. Bonnie's been doing her thingy tonight. Hope it went well, Bonnie. To be honest, you haven't missed a lot. You really haven't. We've got 2 new people in the chat, which is Ethan and Louise. Louise is using Ethan's chat, so that's fine. You could get a driver's hat. Yeah, no. I'll wear my Kevin's Rambles cap. That'd be all right. I have no idea if it went well. Oh, okay. Okay. Do you get some sort of feedback afterwards, Bonnie? Chico, I think it's a great idea to get Kevin's minibus. I'll get a magnetic sign in and I'll put it on. When you get another van, we'll stick it on the side of your van. Get some seats in there that can be taken out easy, and that's it, sorted. Do you remember coach trips on Channel 4? Vaguely, yes, vaguely. I've got a cold, so I was sneezing a lot of the time. Oh, bless you, Bonnie. Comments. Okay, yeah. Did you see what I did there? Oh, bless you, Bonnie. All right, don't worry. You could actually hang on. You could charge fares and punch tickets. Now then, Rob Croser. I believe Rob Croser used to be a clippy back in the day. Is that right, Rob? Did you use it? I seem to remember seeing a comment from some guy that you were worked with on the buses or something when you were quite young, 18, 19, 20, something like that. And I seem to remember him saying something about when he was driving and you were a clippy. Oh, train conductor. I thought it was you were on a bus. I started my transport career as conductor. Oh, okay. But did you still clip the tickets, Rob? Ian, tractor and trailer. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? Yeah, but trams need rails, Gene. Trams need rails. And what I'll do is I'll ask Louise that if she comes on a walk, that she makes a whole lot of hobnobs, plain or otherwise, so that she can bring up a supply of biscuits for us all. So when we have our break, we've got some biscuits. But Bernie knows about rails. Track. Yeah. I still issue tickets, but railway tickets. Oh, okay. Yeah, on your volunteer job, is that? Oh, look, I've got some hearts going up. Oh, bless you. Oh, 24 likes. Look at that. That's amazing. Yes, Kevin. Oh, brilliant. Rob Crowes. Yes, I did bus conductor where fares out in the mid-70s. Oh, okay. Yeah. Phased out in the mid-70s. Okay. Yeah. Gene, we all know about you going off the right. You do a double recipe. You don't need. Yeah. You don't mean you're going to print the recipes. We don't need the. We need the biscuits, Louise. You've got a lovely big oven there that can produce all these wonderful biscuits, and it'd be a good way of getting a positive or negative feedback. I think that's great. Hey, this is working quite well so far. Crumbs, I must be 60, not 54. No, 40 instead of 20. Oh dear. I think I'm assuming Sue's still in the background there. She hovers, she floats around. But just going back, she did actually replace these socks with a lovely slate, which I've got hung in my summer house, or as my cousin Rodney calls it, if everybody remembers seeing the videos, my shed. I was still great with me, but I've got to put this thing up on my shed, on my summer house, because he actually had this thing made, and it's got perspex on it. It's got Kevin's shed written on it, so I've got to put it on there on my summer house. Louise is asking the question: what's everyone's favourite biscuit? Bonnie's saying custard creams. Okay, let's have a look. Mine is anything. But I have to say, I have to try and be good when I can. Lim B, flapjacks, Louise. Okay. Chocolate digestive says Bernie. Jean says Bourbons. Grant Riggs. Hello, Grant. Has to be Bourbons. Grant, I do apologise if you've been in for a while. I didn't see you, and I don't know the name Grant Riggs. So, are you somebody new to this evening? If so, you're very, very welcome, my friend. Sue's saying digestives. Tunnocks caramel wafers. Oh, I used to like those. Shortbread. Yeah, Tunnocks. What else we got here? Caramel wafers again. I eat overrated. What's this? I eat overrated. Scrape the cream off. That's very good. I seem to remember with the biscuits. Did we used to do something similar? Cut them in half or something. You just eat the cream and then eat the biscuit. In the early days, lemon puffs. Oh my gosh, lemon puffs. They were brilliant. Custard creams, goat biscuits. Oh, Bonnie's asking a question. Is a Jaffa cake or a biscuit? I personally think it's a cake, even though it says Jaffa cake. I think it's more like a cake than a biscuit. Jammy Dodgers are good too. Yeah, love Jammy Dodgers. Hang on, I can't say it. Jammy Dodgers. Lemon puffs. Oh my God, yes. Louise is saying it's a cake. Gloria. Good evening, Gloria. Hang on. Is that a swear word? I don't know if that's a biscuit or a place. Garibaldi. Oh yeah, I love Garibaldis. There was a court case about Jaffas. Was there really? What was the outcome, Bonnie? Bernie's saying they're biscuits. Gloria, it's a very late arrival. Now Abernethy, is that a place or is that a biscuit? I'm guessing it's a place, possibly in Wales. Sue's saying it's a biscuit. Bernie's saying biscuits. Ian McConnell, Jaffa cakes. It is a cake or is it a biscuit? Well, that's what we're asking, Bernie. That's what we're asking, Ian. Are Marks and Benches in the house at 3 minutes to the time we pack up, which is good timing. About VAT, I think. Yeah, you're probably right, G. Yeah. And I think anything with chocolate on is VAT, isn't it? You have VAT to it, I think. The result was cake. Oh, was it? It was a cake. Oh, okay. Yeah. They claim to be zero rated to avoid VAT. So, oh, okay. Yeah. But when me and my ex had a shop, I think it was anything that had chocolate was rated as a luxury. I'm trying to think, and there was something else as well. Everything was exempt, but I'm pretty sure anything with chocolate on was classed as a luxury. Anybody who says correct me, if you can, I'll be very happy about that. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I actually said biscakes. Oh, biscakes. Asda Morrison's, excuse me, no advertising, thank you. How about nice biscuits and how do you say it? Neat, nice. Yeah, nice. Grant, I think. They are nice biscuits. They're not Nice biscuits. Nice is in France, isn't it? According to my geography. Who makes them? That's a good point. Lincoln biscuits were good. I don't know a Lincoln biscuit. Is it not a pudding? Ian, I haven't got a clue where that one's come from. Is what a pudding? No idea, mate. Boland's lemon puffs. Mark Boland's lemon puffs. So he made them, did he? He's a clever bloke. Well, he was. Nice. Bonnie says that's Nice. Yeah, okay. Cake is soft. Say, cake is soft, goes hard in the tin. Okay. Jean says that knocks out chocolate hobnobs. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Louisa says biscuits. She's repeating that bit again. Eh? Well, biscuit is hard, goes soft in the tin. Um, or is it Maliban? Or is it another maker? Don't know. Good night. Oh, I've got. Oh, good night, Sue. Thanks very much. I'll speak to you soon. Hopefully, we'll get something sorted out soon. Biscuits come from French twice baked. Oh, right, okay. What are the best biscuits to dunk? All of them. All of them, Grant. As long as you do it quick enough so they don't fall in the tea. Lincoln biscuits had little knobs. Oh, did they? Yeah. Oh, so let's have a look then. Digestives, linear, yeah, money. A research team got a grant to investigate Dunkin' biscuits. I would imagine people get a grant for anything nowadays. They still make them in the art. My daughter got some sent to me last year for my birthday. Oh, right, okay. Plain chocolate, something or other biscuits for me. What on? How do you pronounce that? Live? Yeah. Chocolate digestives to dunk, please. Oh, they are yummy, Clive. Biscoff. I beg your pardon, Angela. Biscoff biscuits are very nice too. Oat biscuits are supposed to be best drunk-cued. Hobnobs, obviously. Lieb. Bonnie's doing it again. Liebnis. Leibniz. Leibniz. I don't know. Dunkers. Hobnobs, obviously, yeah. I'm off too. Thanks, Kevin. Good night, Tracy. Good night, everybody, she said. Thank you very much for joining in tonight. Is Dorset knob not a biscuit? No idea. That might be worth investigating. I'm sure somebody will know what it is. Depends where you live here. Yeah, if you live in Sussex, then it's not, is it? Bonnie sending out big kisses to everybody. Thank you. Dorset's knob is actually a bread, so I am told. Oh, okay. There's a bread. I was sort of trying to find a way of saying something similar to that, Clive. Biscoff yourself. I'll let you know when I try my first Dorset knob in August. Okay. Yeah. Good night, Ron. Good night, mate. Hope you're well. Jean Black with blue vinyl chip. Oh my word! What? I saw that note. That comment got taken down very quickly. Vinyl. Oh dear. I'd love to try one of Jean's vinyl biscuits. They are hard, but it's not bread. Only very English people could spend an hour discussing biscuits. Yeah, well, yeah, you're probably right there, Bonnie. Yeah, but it hasn't been an hour actually. Probably half an hour. Well, to be more accurate, I guess you could describe a Dorset knob as a biscuit that has the consistency of a hard bread. They need dunking or a cake. Next month we can discuss tea. What people have had or what. This would be a segment of the of the Kevin's Rambles live show when Bonnie comes in. This is a segment that's called Bonnie's segment, and we have to discuss what Bonnie brings up. There's an idea for you. Oh lordy, it's about bread now. You've got to keep up, Louise. Things change very, very quickly on these things. No, I've got no tea bags. Louise had them all today. I told you that earlier on. I used to like disco biscuits in my youth. Why, did they spin round and round or something? And did they light up? Bap or roll? In Sussex, down this in South, it's a roll. In the Midlands and other places, it's a bap. No, it's not. Oh, Sue's gone. What do they call it? Mark, Rob, you'd be able to tell us. Is Lynn going? Oh, no, night, Lynn. Thanks very much for coming in tonight. Cob. Thank you, Jean. Cob, that's it. Cob. In the Midlands, they call them cobs. I remember going at probably the very first time. I don't. Bonnie, we wouldn't bully you. Many years ago when I first went as an adult to the Midlands, I went into a shop and I said, "Can I have a cheese and onion roll?" And the young lady behind the counter looked at me and she said, "Pardon? Can you have a what?" I said, "Can I have a cheese and onion roll, please?" And I think there was a table with some guys sitting there, and they said, "Hey, don't worry, love, he's from down south. They call them rolls down there. They're cobs up here." So I ended up having to ask for a cheese and onion cob. So yeah, but yes, you are, Bonnie. Bonnie, you are right. They are a cob nut, which is bigger than a hazelnut. But up there, somebody call it a white roll. Is called a cob. A cob has little roll, and the top of the big roll doesn't it? A cob has a little roll on top of the big roll, doesn't it? Does it? Grant, I've got no idea. Grant, my friend, where do you come from? Because that would sound like something off of another planet to me. Oh dear. Derbyshire oatcake. Yeah, I'm sure I've had some of that. Gee, my sister used to make tea so strong that the spoon stood up in it. I've got the opposite to that, Ian. Sue's father made my Uncle Frank made my mum and dad and myself and my brother and my wife a cup of tea, and well, supposedly a cup of tea, and when he brought us a cup of tea over, my dad looked at me and said, "Kev, will you see the bottom of the cup?" There was more milk. It was very, very weak, milky. None of us could drink it. But this is absolutely true. You could see the bottom of the cup. It was really weird. But that's how he made his tea. Louise says she agrees with Grant. So Grant said a cob has a little roll on top of the big roll, doesn't it? I have seen something like that, I must admit. Grant's not telling us where he comes from. He's keeping that secret. Oh, sorry. Well, I've just said it. Waterlooville. Anyway, like I said, Grant, very kind of you to join us tonight. I've not seen your name before, but you are very welcome. I'm sorry I can't keep up with the flow of the chat about biscuits and bread. No, those cottage loaves has tiny roll on top of the large one. Oh, right, okay, yeah. How about people who ask for half a cup of tea? That's weird. What's the point? What is the point? I don't know. Grant, just so you know, first Sunday of every month at 8 o'clock is when I do these. Our friend Bernie, the station master, does one at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday every 2 weeks. Yeah, Louise is from they're Wales. What's Kerry saying? Exactly what is the point of tea? Pardon? First thing in the morning, Kerry? It's the best thing you can have. A client gave me a mug of tea that the milk had gone off and And oh my, no, no, that's just wrong. The last time I had sugar in tea and coffee was back. Hang on a minute, I'm trying to work this out now. I got married in '77, so about 1975, I was working at a house, and the lady said, "You men are terrible. You have 2 sugars in your tea and coffee," and she challenged us to have the following day a cup of tea with no sugar in at all. And that was the last time I had sugar in tea and coffee, because the following day she made us this cup of tea, and I said, this tastes very different. I said, I can actually taste the tea rather than the sugar. So, and that's the last time I had sugar. That was 1975. I like to have tea in my sugar. You take a bowl of sugar cubes to Bonnie, and she just tips the bowl in, and then the tea comes out. Yes, exactly, Louise. Naughty Bonnie. Kerry says, I hate tea and coffee. The water you just drink water, do you? Right, okay, fair enough. Has to be coffee in the morning. I have a coffee later on in the morning, Grant, but I always start the day off with a cup of tea. Some people have more. I think Cynthia has a couple of cups of tea. She'll wake up at about silly o'clock, go and make a cup of tea, take it back upstairs, and then make another one. So yeah. Ian said, "Oh God, Bonnie." Yes, oh God, Bonnie. Hell, could you? Yes, I double booked myself tonight at the same time as this chat. I've been on the naughty step all week. You did, but you sent me a lovely, lovely message apologising, Bonnie, which I really appreciated. And it is difficult to do these things without clashing with somebody, but just don't do it again. That's all I'm saying. Just don't do it again. Clive is saying, I like tea. It's a beer from my local Holzback brewery. It's probably got that same name as it, Clive. Tea. Ian says coffee, 6 a day. Do you have decaf? You must be climbing a wall. My late father-in-law used to. He's grovelling, yeah. Bonnie, you don't have to grovel. My father-in-law used to have tea and coffee. I mean, masses of tea and coffee every day. And he was working on a job in London once, and I travelled up to London with his 2 boys. And Chris wasn't feeling very well. And he had the shakes and all sorts of things going on. And he went to the doctors, and the doctor was talking to him about what he drank and what he ate. And when Chris told him how many cups of tea and coffee a day he had, he said, there's your problem. He said, you're drinking way too much tea and coffee. And I think he did cut back for a while, but I don't know whether he stayed on it, with a reduced amount. But, it would be a strong coffee first thing in the morning, and then it would be followed by another one and another one. And, so that's how his day went on. So let's have a look at these comments. Clive said, yeah, Bernie's saying that's a good beer. Louise is saying green tea fends off dementia, guys. I thought somebody was behind me then. I thought was that the dementia coming up behind me. It's easy for me to brag about my belly. It's easy. Oh, Bonnie, I need to enjoy 3 cups a day too. Blimey, Ian. How's the blood pressure? Yeah, exactly, Clive. I just have. I don't know whether Louise realised it today, but she was drinking decaf tea. I don't know whether Louise has decaf tea or not at her place, but I will drink, if I'm offered tea at anybody's house, I will have it. I prefer to have decaf, but decaf tea and coffee for me. Again, that's all. Blood pressure is fine. You're very lucky then. It was Bonnie, the other day we were talking about when we lived in Hazelmere, and I think my son was. Well, no, we were at home, and we thought we heard somebody come in the front door. I opened the porch door, opened the inside front door, go up the stairs, go into their room, and there was nobody there. You tell me. And we couldn't work that out. Here, I've sat here, going back several years ago when Sue came down to visit. We were watching a film in the sitting room. We heard somebody open the front door and close it. I went out there, because there's a door from my lounge to the front hallway. My front hallway's small. There's nobody there. But you could definitely hear the door opening and closing. I went outside. There's nobody about. I looked up and down the road, around the corners, nobody. And on another occasion, again, sitting watching telly, we heard my old patio doors slide open and close. And I went out again, because Sue said to me, don't go out there, don't go out there. I just went straight out there, nobody there. Nobody there at all. And they certainly couldn't have got over the gate at the side, because my garden's very enclosed. So, again, you tell me, I don't know. Louise, I don't know. I've got no idea. We haven't, that's only those 2 or 3 occasions that we've heard something here. But it hasn't. I know the lady that was here went into a home because she had dementia. I don't know whether her husband passed away here or not, but this house is so different from when they had it completely. I haven't had any wine at all, actually, Ian. I've had 1 glass of beer. And in fact, I'm not actually drinking that much at the moment. So give me a chance. I've got plenty of wine downstairs ready to go. Grant saying, oh, scary tales, I live by myself and hiding behind a cushion. Grant, I'm usually on my own. But I've got my son staying with me. So, yeah. Jean helped me to research it. What did you? I'm leading a haunted, horrible Hove tour in 2 weeks. Are you? It's going to be a horrible one, is it? Oh, blimey. Ghostbusters. I think I need them. Oh, my gosh, I've just seen what the time is. Oh. And there's still 28 people watching. I can't believe this. This is ridiculous. This is the longest I've done. I didn't realise what the time I got to. I'm having so much fun, but I've got to go to bed. I've got to go and do some work tomorrow. If we're talking about the unexplained, the night my mum died, the 17th of December, she came and said goodbye to me, my sister-in-law and my dad. We were all sceptical, but if we're talking about mum, something. Now, did she come and say goodbye to you after she passed away or before? Because if she came and said goodbye to you after she passed away, then yeah. Bonnie knows lots of supermarket ghosts. Rob Croser. It's easy to laugh at such things, but I've seen too much not to have an open mind over these things. Well, there you go. Now, I've got another story, but I won't tell it because it is much too long. And it does involve being in an old chapel at a abbey in Hazelmere. I will tell you one day, but it's quite long. Did the sewer tour? Oh, do you know what? Ow! I've got arthritis in that thumb and that finger, and oh my God, it's just caught. Oh, you swine! That bloody hurt. Oh, excuse my language. Oh, did the sewer tour in Brighton? That was very scary, very smelly. Well, I bet it was, yeah. And we were all in separate houses. Oh my, what? Oh my gosh. So, Kerry, again, was this before she passed or before she passed or after? They can't harm you. I've lived in a haunted hunting lodge for 3 years and heard now. But in the kitchen, a large oak door hard open and closed. Oh, crikey. Wow, Kerry, you're very convincing. Bonnie, I've told the others. They said to me too. Blimey. Turmeric is great for arthritis. I'll have to try something, but it's getting worse. Ow. Oh, my dad used to sit, because he had arthritis in his fingers, and he used to sit rubbing like this, and get his fingers and rubbing sort of like this on his fingers. I used to say, Dad, why are you rubbing your fingers? And he said to me, oh, it makes them feel better. He said, makes my arthritis feel better. He said, it warms them up. And I said, no, it can't do. I sit there now and I'm rubbing my joints on my two fingers, and it's up here, isn't it? You think it's making it better, but it's not really. Yeah. But anyway, Cynthia, I did. You're absolutely right. I did, but it didn't seem to do anything at the time. I'll have to try it again. I've got the pot downstairs. I'll have to. I had turmeric tablets. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night, Andrew. Thanks, Kevin. Fun evening. See you on next walk. Andrew, looking forward to it, my friend. Take care of yourself. Say hello to Yasna and Zorro, and we'll see you soon. Just have a quick look at the last few comments. I am going to give it a knock it on the head. Bonnie saying Andy D to Dave and me to discuss paranormal stuff, and his beer glass moved across the table. Oh my word. Gosh. The hunting lodge at the Rhinefield House Hotel was 600 years old. Personal ghost stories by He Bolstride. Okay. Stinging nettles are good for arthritis. Oh, okay. I will whip myself in the end. Okay, folks. We had 28 tonight. Good night, Mark. Thanks very much, my friend. 28 tonight. I didn't see it get up 20 more. An hour and 23 minutes. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you all very much for joining me. Ethan, Louise, thank you very much for joining in tonight. Hope you'll join in again. Oh, Cynthia's saying 31 at one point. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. And really appreciate it. Good night, Grant. If this was your first time, remember next time, the first Sunday of the month. And to everybody that came on the walk last week, thank you very much indeed. And look forward to the 25th of February. So good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Now then, that's it. Click that. Click that.